Language is perhaps the most powerful technology humans have. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but language is a made-up thing. Words are all made-up things, just like computer parts, right? And just like a computer, you can use it proficiently or not so proficiently. You can use it to just look at memes and brain rot stuff, or you can use it to create and inspire, right? Language is the same thing. Words are the same thing. Your skill with words and language, which you can call conversation, really dictates how effective and how impactful you are. So don't take that technology of language for granted. Learn to actually use it to its full capability because it can make a real difference in your life and other people's lives. If you think about books, they're using the technology of language to transfer information, right? And the best books do it the best. They convey the most feeling, or they convey the most useful information that you can start using in your life. Conversation is the same thing, except it's live and it's dynamic. And most people aren't so great at it. They're not so good at using language. So if you take the time to really understand them, to ask questions, to double check if you get what they're saying, it's gonna really help them out. Because the better they can put what they're trying to get across into language and you help them, the better they can understand themselves too, again. So there's all types of relationships out there. There's friendships, there's family, there's professional, there's romantic. When it comes to all of these, especially romantic relationships, the one thing that is make or break is the ability and willingness to communicate and to understand one another. You can have all sorts of other problems, but if you don't get that one right, you're not going to resolve those problems. That is the underlying problem, the root of them all. Because a lasting working relationship isn't about conflict. Conflict isn't the thing that ruins relationships. It's the inability to resolve conflict. And to be able to resolve conflict, you need to be able to have conversations. You need to be able to communicate in a way where you're actually understanding each other, where you're not fighting against each other, but you're cooperating and you're building connection, you're building understanding. That way, you guys can work on the best outcome possible. If you're not getting your ideas across, if you're not really getting where that person's coming from, why they did what they did, if you're just judging or blaming, that's not going to heal the relationship.